CSS battle time, and we get headphones. That's fun. Man, it's pretty cool. I like it. Oh, come on. The dog's barking at something out in the woods. I don't know what. Probably just a cat. All right, let's see. What am I gonna do here? There's a lot of ways to tackle this. I'm probably gonna break my cardinal rule of not mixing cardinal radial gradients and border radius. I'm feeling like border radius is gonna be the play here, because I bet all of them are gonna take the same border radius, and then you can just adjust their size, you know? Except for these little ones. Because if you have, well, no, because if you have them taller than wider, they're not going to be a circle, so they would be kind of like that. So I bet everything has the same border radius. It's just, do we want to do a border or do box shadows? Because what I could do is, like on this big one, we could make it, no, I can't make it a box shadow inset. Maybe I could, because if it's only this tall and it has a border radius, no, then I have to clip it. I have to mask it with something, so that doesn't work. Maybe it's just like, I have to do a background anyways. Maybe I do borders. All right, let's do borders. Let's not worry about that box shadow thing. I was thinking because, we have this shape here and then this shape here, and I'm hoping this is just a pill shape, and so I can just box shadow it over and then have this one box shadow over and, like save on stuff. Let's just do this. Let's hit border 30 solid. It's probably 40. Yeah, I think it's more like 40. Solid. And make it orange. I have a feeling we'll want to just do the color property for this, but for right now, I'm going to start with this. Body's going to be in a weird spot, but then I can box shadow and then a paragraph tag. Although I wonder if the body, if I scale it way down, it's just going to become a square, even with the big border radius. So let's say border radius 2-inch. I think that's where I'm going to start. I'm margin things down. Let's turn on the diff. Let's just get the top and sides in the right spot, and then we can figure out. 30 on the top. Sides are going to be 80, 70, no? 80, 90. Okay, hey, we're cooking with gas, I think. And that shape looks almost right on the body. Let's look at the body now. Let's see if we can give it some negative margin or something. We might need to just translate, size it. Let's say 0. Yeah, okay. Negative 50. That's making it grow. Yes, of course it's making it grow. That's what I want it to do. Let's go 50 on the top. All right, so I have to set an intrinsic size on the HTML. I'd probably do border width, make a change. Let's do border width. Sorry, I don't know why I jumped over to this all of a sudden, but let's go 5ch, 5ch, 0. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen if I just did border bottom, the width of 0, is because of the circle shape, you don't get the clipping like you would hope. What I could do, feel like what I can do is maybe make something like in here that clips. There's going to be some lap, because look, see how this curves in. So if I had something coming straight down, there'd be this little triangle that's not quite right. I could shrink, let's see, I can shrink the bottom of that and we're still good. Now I can mask it with something. And actuality, let's hit margin 0 on the body. Let's look at this. I'm having an idea here. If we do that, what if I would do box shadow inset? What does it look like if we do 0, 0, 0, 20 pixel blur? Okay, let's go 40. Oop, 30, 25. Getting a teardrop shape because it's following that border bottom. Okay, let's actually change this. How do I want to tackle this? I'm trying to figure out if I could have a white masking element here, and then the box shadow inset is just these things here. But it does need that oblong shape if I was going to make that work, right? And I need to be consistent oblong shape, I think. We're not getting that here. I mean, without border and just the sizing, you know, if we had the sizing more consistent, it's kind of a cool eye shape. We can make that shape pretty easily. And it's still working with the, you know, look at the box shadow inset, how it's holding the radius with the 2-inch border radius. It's holding, it's not losing it yet because we have a big enough value on it. And I wonder, okay, here, you think 50% looks the same. Interesting. I wonder why I run into things all the time, but I've had box shadow lose it. I think it's because I bet if it was say 30 and then we did a 0. Okay. If we did that, it's still holding it. 40, 50. There. Now we have a square. We lost the border radius because we got small enough, which is strange. Okay, what am I doing? Let's focus on the task at hand. Cool way to make an eye shape. Just have border left and right with border radius on it. Good to know. But what am I going to do to solve this? I think I need to let go of fancy. Need to let go of fancy. Borders are the move. How do I mask? What I could do is, the other way to do it is, okay, I know how to do it, is have 2-inch 0. Oh, do I have to do both of those? Yeah. That's another way to do it. Let's put this back to 5ch. Let's get rid of the pixels here. We don't need it, right? And then, so we have our shape that we don't have to mask now. We just have to step up the bottom a little bit, you know, and we're good. The downside of that is I want a full border radius all the way around. Like on the body, right? So I wonder if, huh, okay, let's get rid of this. That's just causing troubles. That's what the body looks like now. Can I... I'm trying to think, because if I do font times 0 is still 0. It doesn't, if you start, like, we have 0, if we throw an M on this, let's say, right? Okay, cool. Let's turn it up with font, 3M. It expands things, but it doesn't... Oh yeah, because we're using the border width is 5ch, so now it's a bigger border. So that's what's happening there, but it's not changing the border radius because this is 0. I wonder if I do something like 0.1, 0.1, and then I do like 10. Ooh, hey, but then I can't use the 5ch here to shorten things unless I do 10/0. Whoa. 0/10. Oh, no. 1. No, that's not the right way. Because it's line height and then font size. So the 5ch, I imagine, is still on the font size side of things. Yeah, it is. Okay. And it's not really even doing much to the border radius anyways, because we're at like the 0.1. Let's go 0.5. And let's come back here. Just want to see the bottom, man. Alright. I think maybe 1M will work, actually, because it's not such an extreme border radius that we can't multiply it. Yeah, it's now expanding our font too, so I think that might be an issue. We could probably... Not used to all that barking. Something must really be moving up there that I don't like. I can't keep my thoughts together, man. I'm struggling tonight. I'm so tired. I'm still sick. Alright, it's okay. Just take a breath. Let go of this. Ideally, we're going to do something fancy with that. I am not. Yay. Okay. Okay. Strange. Has no border bottom. That's what's happening. Alright. If I were to rotate it, that'd be good. But I think what we can do is just go... I've abandoned all refinements at this point. Alright. I don't need padding. I don't need padding on this. I just need the border. Alright. But I do need padding. I need to make it tall. There we go. Let's just move it into place. 50, negative 50, 80, 90, something like that. Let's get it over here. Let's go. Let's get the color going. Okay. 40, 50, 60, 70. All right, so it needs to be a bit bigger. Or maybe not. Oh, it looks like... What does it look like? It looks like there is a missing border radius. Like it swings up right there. It does. It does. Okay. So our border radius is now something like 2" 0. Ooh. 2". 2". Like that. And let's look at our diff. We need to be a bit bigger. Where's our border width? Probably shouldn't be setting things with sizing. At this point, because I have padding and everything, there's no point in using a border for it. It's just background is this. I mean, the point would be to save on characters here. Wow. Oh, God, I don't have a background. Oh, I do need a background up here. I need this. There we go. Fixed it. All right. Let's go 50, 40, 20, 10. Okay. Oh, it still has the border width on it, I think. From this, right? Yeah, because we're not overriding border. So does it actually need that? If I take that off, yes, it does. So I'm still using border. I've still got that going for me. It's still the wrong shape. This is a gradual slope. So I have all the border radius in here. So top left is going to be like, oh, not 1". Yeah, see, we got to turn it up. So let's go to, actually, no, let's just use percentages. 80? Why is 80% less than 2". 100, 200, 300. Ooh, okay. We're at like 250 or something like that. Oh boy. Yeah, that shape is going to be the difficult thing. 40, 30. I'm still not even the right size, and I can't even tell. 80, 70. Okay, that's the right height. Okay, we got it all positioned right. I'm going to bring this up another 10. There we go. Okay, and now we need to just get the border radius right. 230 is too much. 220, 210, 205. That's a weird... I mean, look at that. It's not lining up. It's touching, and then it's going off. That is concerning. Okay, let's go really large pixel values. 110, 210. I get more fidelity here. See, now that's working. And it's probably because I think 50% is the ratio of the height and the width, and so it's 50% of the width, 50% of the height, and you get your calculation, whereas 230 is 230 compared to the width, 230 compared to the height, and so I think you get a different calculation for the border radius. So that's why these fixed values are different than using a percentage values on them. And that's just a theory. I haven't even looked that up yet, but just from my experience here, I think that's what's going on. Not going to bother fixing that. That is just what it is. And we are going to bring out our good old friend WebKit Box Reflect. Right? Because a box shadow won't work because we need that border radius to be on the opposite side for the other one. 100 pixels. 150, 140. Okay. Good deal. Alright. 140 pixels can render down, but we're going to select a p tag. It's going to be position fixed, so this should make life very easy. It's going to have this orange background, and it is, why are we getting stuff down there? And that is because of what it's inheriting. Okay, we have to turn off the border. There are ways to do that other than this, but we're doing this. Padding is going to be 20 by 10. Okay, it's getting the box reflect as well, so we might be able to just make that work for us. Let's margin it up so we can just see more than the top of it. Let's go 0. Okay, there we go. And again, border radius, we need it all the way around it evenly, so it needs to be picking up whatever. That's what we're doing. I think if anything, this might just, this is just, this is how it all fits together. No. You're going crazy here, dude. Don't be crazy. Not 10. You need to be 15. There we go. Something like that. I like that the interesting that the margin, negative margin, brought it together. So if we do like negative 30, ooh, 20, 10. See, that's interesting that that worked for the there's phantom ones. So that's our box reflect having fun. I bet if we do 0, they are still there. Why am I getting phantom reflections on my paragraph tag? Is it because it's on this thing? All right, I have an idea. No, that won't work. If I turn this up or turn this down, can I manipulate it the same way I am here? Let's hit a submit. Let's see how far away we are. I wonder if it'll even see those phantom reflections. Okay, 99.9, which is a lot closer than I think I should be with these nubbins sticking up right here. And let's try 13, 14.5. Nope. No. I already did 14, right? I don't know. Okay. Still not quite right. I mean, it could just be these two. How do I hide that box reflect? That is irritating. There's not supposed to be a second box reflect happening. We only have one paragraph tag, you know? And it's being box reflected. I wonder if this is like a bug with the API. Because it's done this for me before. I wish I knew how to manipulate this, like actually do it intentionally, because that might be useful on some where you have like 4 things you want to duplicate in a row, and you know, and it's this weird oblong shape that doesn't work with a gradient. I'm not even trying to be clever anymore. I'm just trying to get it done. All right, let's see. If we do like 130, yeah, that changes that. 20. So it moved our little box reflect guy over. Okay. So we could probably get... Was I positioning the wrong thing? Is that why? Because now I was moving... Oof. Too many eyes. I don't even know what I'm moving now. That's weird. It's like we're getting almost like how gradients move through. It's almost like cycling through, almost like how a gradient image moves. Um, yeah, so this is like a multiplier of that negative margin. I bet it's divisible because I had like negative 14, right? 28, 38, 48, 58, 68, 78. Yeah, 84, 82. So weird. I'm trying to understand how that interaction is working. And I think we are getting like just repeat values. Yeah, 99.9. And I don't know if this is even being seen because I would expect like 98 or 99.5 with this showing up in the diff. You know, these extra little knobs being there should do more than 99.9, I would think. But also, I can't ignore them. Maybe it's this border radius. Let's see. Let's go here. 1, 2, 33, 34, 35. Let's see what happens with that. Nope, 99.9. I don't know if it's the box reflect or not. I'm going to leave it. I've spent too long. I really want 100%. This is such a potential for a fun one. I wish I was feeling better for it. And it's been a rough like week and a half of the kids being sick and then me being sick, and yeah, it's just, you know, when you're not at where you want to be. I wish I was, but I can't do that all the time. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to check out like Jason Martin's solution. I feel like the days where I miss him and David like pull through, and then they'll have a hard day, and sometimes it's ones where I actually felt confident. So, you know, community. That's how we get through things. You got to have people that can pick you up when you're missing. I'm really not sure how to hide that box reflect without like refactoring all the way around it. or or doing box shadows. I could do box shadows over it. Watch. let's see. Let's write a box shadow. Negative 50 pixels and 0. Okay. The box shadow is being reflected as well. So now we have. Oh, is that what it is? Do I have another box shadow anywhere? I don't have a box shadow. There is no box shadow anywhere. There is literally no reason. Ooh, what if we make it? What if we make the box shadow white? It's gonna. Okay. Weird. I don't even know which one we're maneuvering off of. Okay, let's see if that makes it a little more easy. There we go. Interesting. They are right there, but they are not overlapping the box reflect, and it's because it's a box shadow. So I wonder if that's... Is this my box reflect? No, there's no way, because you move it with 82 and you get that same reflection. Oh, okay. I think I know what's happening now. We're getting the reflection because of the size of the... it wasn't working right Yeah, okay. All right. I think I understand what's happening with this box reflect and why it's throwing a fit. So I'd have to write a second one or a variable. All right. I'm glad at least I'm taking the time to fix this. No, wrong thing. Dash dash s. Okay, there we go. All right, let's position it right. We still have weird duplicates. Um, this is still moving weird, but at least those little nubbins are gone. We're probably still at 99.9. Yeah, we're at 99.9. It's fine. It's probably somewhere else in this border radius. Dollars to donuts is not even this box reflect. It's good. It's fine. All right. Have a good have a good whatever. Catch you later.